What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, December 19th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and they'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Hollywood legend Zsa Zsa Gabor died at the age of 99 on Sunday. The actress and socialites publicist Ed Losey confirmed the news to Variety. According to TMZ, Gabor died of a heart attack. Gabor had been in declining health since her hospitalization in February. The actress was rushed to the hospital February 8th, 2 days after her 99th birthday, and diagnosed with a feeding tube-related lung infection. Gabor's husband, Prince Frederick von Anhalt, told Entertainment Tonight at the time, "She wants to live, she wants to go on, she loves everything. She never told me, let me go, or I don't want to live anymore," things like that. Gabor was born to Vilmos and Jolie Gabor in Budapest in 1917 and enjoyed a privileged upbringing with her two sisters. She was discovered by famed tenor Richard Tombert in 1934 and made her first stage appearance in his operetta The Singing Dream. The blonde beauty went on to win Miss Hungary in 1936, but was later disqualified for lying about her age. She married her first husband, Turkish official Burhan Asif Belgian, in the next year and moved to the U.S. after their split in 1941. The new divorcee quickly wed second husband Conrad Hilton and welcomed the daughter Francesca Hilton with the hotel magnate before their split in 1947. The couple's divorce left the actress free to pursue a film career in Hollywood. Gabor impressed with her foreign charm and made her film debut in Lovely to Look At in 1952. She starred as Jane Avril in Moulin Rouge the same year and later appeared in Death of a Scoundrel and Touch of Evil. The star sister of Magda Gabor, who died in 1997, and Eva Gabor, who died in 1995, were also actresses, with Eva best known for Green Acres. The siblings all made headlines for their glamorous lifestyle and many marriages, although Gabor was most often in the spotlight. Eva, who died at the age of 76 in 1995, complained to the Los Angeles Times in 1990, "I was the first actress in the family, and while I was the ugly duckling, they used to say I had personality." She admitted, when people say I'm nice, I feel torn, because Zsa Zsa has the best heart in the world, but she is only that way when she is alone. Anyways, it's awfully boring to be called a good Gabor. Gabor acted less and less as she gained equal fame for her personal life and wealth, but often made television appearances in her later career. She married 7 more times after Hilton, including twice to actor George Saunders and banker Herbert Hunter, and wed von Anhalt in 1986. The actress wrote in her 1970 book, How to Catch a Man, How to Keep a Man, How to Get Rid of a Man, How to Consider Any of My Marriage's Mistakes. They were all good experiences, and I learned something important from each of them. She added, "Whoever you are, Mrs. Rockefeller or Mrs. Smith, you only have one life to live. You can never be as unhappy alone than as unhappy you can be with somebody you don't want to be with." Gabor's marriage to von Anhalt was her longest relationship. The actress was left partially paralyzed and wheelchair-bound in a 2002 car crash, an incident that made her dependent on her ninth and last husband. Van Anhalt said in the October 2007 issue of Vanity Fair, "When we were married, I was very much in love with her. I still am. When she had her accident, I knew she would depend on me. 4.5 years ago, I gave up my life. I lived for her because she needs me. Gave up traveling, doing business, going to Europe. I gave up nightlife completely. She wants me to put her in the wheelchair, get her out of the wheelchair. It's very tough on me, but I have no choice. She's my wife. I have to take care of her." Some, including Gabor's daughter Francesca, who died in January 2015, were skeptical of von Antholt's intentions with Gabor in her decline. The actress hadn't been seen in public for years, as she weathered a number of medical issues, including the amputation of her right leg in 2011. Gabor leaves behind a significant film and television catalog, in addition to her legacy as one of Hollywood's most sought-after celebrities. The actress was less impressed with today's celebritantes, however, calling Paris Hilton rather silly in the Vanity Fair interview. Samuel L. Jackson is back to work voicing superhero Frozone for the sequel Incredibles 2, according to a new social media post. The actor noted on Instagram Thursday alongside an image in a dark recording booth, along with what appears to be a script. It's about to go down, first recording session for Incredibles 2. Jackson previously voiced the ice-powered Frozone in Disney and Pixar's The Incredibles in 2004. The film follows a family of superheroes, including Father Mr. Incredible, played by Craig T. Nelson, who's best friends with Frozone, Mother Elastigirl, girl played by Holly Hunter, teenage daughter Violet played by Sarah Vowell, young son Josh played by Spencer Fox, and baby Jack Jack. As fans have been clamoring for a sequel for years, Pixar finally announced a sequel in 2014. Recently, the studio switched its planned Incredibles 2 June 21st, 2019 release date with Toy Story 4 June 15, 2018 release date. Disney has assembled an all-star television cast for their upcoming DuckTales revival, including David Tennant, Bobby Moynihan, Danny Pudi, and Ben Schwartz. The casting was announced Friday through a new promotional video featuring the cast performing the show's signature theme song. The clip reveals that Tennant will be taking on the role of wealthy Scrooge McDuck, while his nephews, sidekicks Huey, Dewey, and Louie, will be voiced by Pudi, Schwartz, and Moynihan, respectively. Other cast members featured include Beck Bennett as Launchpad McQuack, Tooks Doyle as Mrs. Beakley, and Kate McCucci as Webby Vanderduck. Based on the original cartoon of the same name, which aired from 1987 to 1990, DuckTales follows the adventures of Scrooge McDuck and his nephews as they hunt for treasure around the world and fight off enemies after Scrooge's vast fortune. Other characters include Donald Duck, Flintheart Gloomgold, Garl Gearloose, Duckworth, Gizmo Duck, Magica the Spell, Gladstone Gander, My Beagle, and the Beagle Boys are also set to appear in the reboot, according to E! News. Recently, it was confirmed that DuckTales will be premiering in 2017 on Disney XD. Katherine Heigl will stop at nothing to separate Rosario Dawson from her ex-husband and daughter in the first trailer for Unforgettable. The clip, released recently, features Heigl unable to deal with her ex-husband, played by Jeff Saltz, getting engaged to another woman who has also started to bond with her daughter. Feeling as if she has lost everything, Heigl puts plans into motion to frame Dawson using dark secrets from her past, including a former stalker. The official synopsis reads, Heigl stars as Tessa Conover, who is barely coping with the end of her marriage when her ex-husband David, played by Stoltz, becomes happily engaged to Julia Banks, played by Dawson, not only bringing Julia into that home they once shared, but also into the life of their daughter Lily, played by Isabel Rice. It continues trying to set into her new role as a wife and stepmother. Julia believes that she has finally met the man of her dreams, the man who can help her put her own troubled past behind her. But Tessa's jealousy soon takes a pathological turn until she will stop at nothing to turn Julia's dream into her ultimate nightmare. Denise Di Novi, known for producing Crazy Stupid Love and Focus, is making her directorial debut with the film that is set to open in theaters April 21st, 2017. British actress Naomie Harris says she was intrigued by the story at the heart of Collateral Beauty, even though she has never lost a loved one in her own personal life. Harris said at a recent press conference in Manhattan, I haven't really suffered a death in my life, and I think that is one of the things that attracted me to the piece, because I think that death is such an important part of life. I think only when you come to terms with death can you really appreciate the fragility and also the beauty of life. And so I was interested in going on a journey that would explore that. Written and produced by Alan Alobe and directed by David Frankel, the contemporary New York set film follows grieving Howard, played by Will Smith, who writes letters to time, love, and death after he loses his younger daughter, then is shocked when people claiming to be these entities show up and attempts to guide him through this heartbreak. Harris plays the woman who leads the grief support group Howard watches from afar but avoids actually joining. Rounding up the movie's stellar ensemble are Helen Mirren, Kate Winslet, Michael Pena, Keira Knightley, and Edward Norton. Collateral Beauty is in theaters now. Harris was nominated for a Golden Globe Award this week for a performance in another movie, Moonlight, which is also up for the Golden Globe for Best Picture Drama. Snatched released a red band trailer starring Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn on Friday. The NSFW preview sees Schumer and Hawn's characters get kidnapped on a mother-daughter trip to South America. Snatched is directed by Jonathan Levine and produced by Paul Feig and Peter Chernin. Christopher Meloni, Ike Barinholtz, Oscar Janetta, and Wanda Sykes co-stars. Schumer praises Hawn as her hero and friend in an Instagram post Wednesday. She revealed in an August interview with the Los Angeles Times that she and the actress were making a movie. She said, at the time, Goldie plays my mom. My character is supposed to go on this trip to South America with the boyfriend, but he breaks up with her, and it's a non-refundable ticket, and she doesn't want to drink alone. Schumer announced the film's title and release date Monday, writing, my movie with @official Goldie Hawn is called Snatched. @Snatch Movie, yeah, see it in theaters Mother's Day. Snatch opens in theaters May 12, 2017. About 15.2 million viewers tuned in for last week's 90-minute mid-season 7 finale of The Walking Dead, AMC announced. Last Sunday's episode of the zombie apocalypse drama featured the deaths of longtime characters Spencer and Olivia, played by Austin Nichols and Anne Mahoney, as well as the kidnapping of Eugene, played by Josh McDermott. The show also saw Daryl, played by Norman Reedus, escape from the compound of the evil Negan, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It ended with Daryl and his fellow survivors planning to kill Negan. Charles Collier, the president of AMC, Sundance TV, and AMC Studios, said in a statement, "The Walking Dead has never been more alive, on air and online, live, near live, and time shifted, at home and around the world. Thanks to the fans for their continued passion and care, and for making the series #1 across all the television for the 5th consecutive year. We, along with the creative partners we are so proud of and fortunate to work with, are profoundly grateful. Get ready to rise up this February. The second half of the season is to resume on February 12th. Screen icon Ron Perlman says he began seeking out family-friendly projects when his children were little and never really got out of the habit. He said in a round-table interview with reporters at New York's Comic-Con recently, "When I started having kids, I became obsessed with doing as many things that could get me street cred in the carpool lane at school. That's what I became obsessed with, and that's kind of never left me. I mean, I feel like if I can get to kids, then I'm really kind of doing the Lord's work, you know? Now that I reject more adult stuff, but whenever I get the opportunity to play in that world, it's delightful. Even though my kids are grown and I can't get any more street cred in the carpool lane." He also added, "Sometimes I'll just drive through the carpool lane with no kids in the car just to say, hey, I used to be Hellboy, and see what happens." Perlman's latest endeavor, the animated Netflix series Trollhunters, reunites him with Guillermo del Toro, the filmmaker behind his Hellboy blockbusters, as well as his hit holiday cartoon movie The Book of Life. The actor dished out about his role in Trollhunters. "I'm a troll, I'm a warrior, I'm royalty. I'm part of a dying civilization, and I'm not happy about that, and I'm fighting for my very existence. So I'm an angry troll who is rather large and who has a kind of skill set that is kind of formidable as a warrior and an attitude. Especially now I have to go up against a 16-year-old kid, a human, which I'm like, get out of here, kid, go away, kid, you're bothering me," and he keeps coming back. Also featuring the vocal talents of Kelsey Grammer, Stephen Yen, and the late Anton Yelchin, the series is to debut via the subscription streaming service on Friday. Perlman's other television credits include Hands of God, Son of Anarchy, and Beauty and the Beast. HBO says it has set a U.S. premiere date for The Young Pope, starring Jude Law, James Cromwell, and Diane Keaton. The cable network tweeted Friday, "His religion is revolution. Hashtag The Young Pope premieres January 15, 2017. The synopsis accompanying the series' first trailer, when it debuted on YouTube in September, reads, "Lenny DiBilardo is no ordinary pope. He was the youngest and first American pope in history. We find him on the morning of his first day in office, preparing to enter into the power struggles inside the closed, secretive Vatican state." Set in Papal Rome, the drama was created by Pablo Sorrentino. It started airing in Europe on Sky Atlantic in October. Kay McKinnon revived her Hillary Clinton impression for this weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live. McKinnon, as Clinton, appeared in a parody of a famous scene featuring Keira Knightley and Andrew Lincoln in the Christmas-themed romantic comedy Love Actually. The 2003 show shows Lincoln's smitten Mark confessing through handwritten note cards that he is in love with Knightley's Juliet, her best friend's new bride. The SNL sketch saw Clinton arriving on an elector's doorstep and flashing white posters boards with black lettering imploring the woman, played by Cicely Strong, to vote for literally anyone other than Donald Trump Monday, including John Cash, Tom Hanks, Zendaya, The Rock, a rock because Trump is cray and he will kill us all if he is confirmed as U.S. president. Like the movie, Silent Night plays in the background. The show tweeted out a clip of the sketch with the caption, "Hillary Clinton still hasn't given up." Welsh actor Michael Sheen is clarifying on social media what he said about acting in politics to the Times of London, insisting he widely circulated remarks have been misinterpreted. The Passengers and Master of Sex star posted a statement on his Tumblr page Saturday night. "I did one interview with the Times of London a few weeks ago, parts of which included a headline that is not a quote, had been picked up by a lot of other outlets. I did not declare that I'm quitting acting and leaving Hollywood to go into politics." He also added, "In the actual original interview, I said that I have become more involved with community issues back at home over the last few years, and because of the political situation, it's something I would like to focus on more." The interviewer asked me what that meant for my career, and I said it might mean I work less as an actor and maybe even stop for a while at some point. but I don't really know yet. I certainly did not equate people who vote for Brexit or Trump with a fascistic right hand that must be stopped. The majority of people in the UK, including my hometown of Port Talbot, voted for Brexit. This is the will of the people and is to be respected. That is democracy. Given the concerns around the economy in the area I've come from and its industrial history, I've totally empathized with the dissatisfaction of the status quo that the vote was partially an expression of. What I think must be resisted in the re-emerging specter of fascism in the West. Our democracy must be defended, and each of us need to decide how we can contribute to that effort. Oscar-winning actress Julia Roberts is set to star in a small-screen adaptation of Maria Stempel's novel Today Will Be Different, which takes place over the course of one very busy day. Stempel will write the limited series, which is being produced by Megan Elson's Annapurna Pictures, Variety reported. Stempel said in a statement, according to the Hollywood Reporter, "I'm giddy that Eleanor Flood will be brought to life by Julia Roberts, and I'm elated to collaborate with Megan Elson, Sue Nagiel, and the teams of Annapurna on this endeavor. This will be a fun ride. The network where it will air has not been chosen yet." Roberts' film credits include Pretty Woman, Notting Hill, and Erin Brockovich. This will be her first role as a television series regular. A script covered in the late Hollywood icon Marilyn Monroe's handwritten notes have been sold for $25,000. The screenplay was for Monroe's final role in the unfinished 1962 film Something's Gotta Give. The troubled actress worked with Dean Martin on George Cukor's screwball comedy, but was fired for being disruptive and unreliable. The movie was shelved after Martin refused to act opposite anyone other than Monroe. She died of a drug overdose less than 2 months later at the age of 36. Nadine Sanders Auction said in a press release, "The script provides distinct insight into the actress's creative thinking process. It features Monroe's handwritten notes in pencil and green ink. Monroe's notes appeared on 42 pages and include simple dialogue corrections, in-depth sense memory notes, and more. Back-covered notes include Monroe's comments, joke writers Mel Brooks, Herb Gardner, need spice, raisins, need some funny lines." Amber Portwood says she's done with MTV reality series Teen Mom. The 26-year-old television personality announced her intent to leave the show in a series of tweets Thursday, following her fight with co-star Farrah Abraham on the season 6 finale. Portwood wrote to her 440,000 followers, "Sad to say, but I'm not going to be a part of at Teen Mom OMG. The way I've been portrayed and treated is unfair at MTV, sending all my love." She also added, "If I was treated fairly, it wouldn't be an issue, but it's nothing but a disrespect since the reunion show, which keeps continuing today. Nothing has been dealt with or has made me feel any safer to even move on with people who have continuously hidden things from the networks." The star concluded, "The day I'm shown some respect by the people I've worked with for 8 years is the day I'll be back. I've sacrificed a lot for the show, MTV." Portwood and Abraham got into a physical altercation in October while filming the season 6 reunion, which aired in 2 parts this month. Portwood was reportedly angry about remarks Abraham and her boyfriend Simon Saran made about her fiancé Mac Bayer. A source reported at the time, when host Dr. Drew mentioned Simon had called Matt a pedophile, it seems like he was heading in the direction of an apology, claiming it was all in fun. However, Farrah piped in and said, "Well, he does kind of look like a pedophile." The Insider added, "At that point, things got out of hand. Amber stormed on stage and started yelling at Farrah. Farrah's dad, Michael, got out of his seat and got in between Farrah and Abraham and was yelling at Amber. Then Matt came on stage and got in between Amber and Michael." Portwood claimed in an Instagram post after part 2 of the reunion aired that producers cut out Michael literally screaming in my face, calling me an expletive and putting his hands on Matt's neck. She and Abraham came to fame on MTV's 16 and Pregnant before starring in Teen Mom. Anna Faris gave fans a glimpse of her new engagement ring from Chris Pratt this week. 40-year-old actress showed off her enormous diamond upgrade Wednesday at Los Angeles premiere of Pratt's movie Passengers. She told E! News, "He just got me this ring like 2 days ago. I look at it and I'm like, I can't believe it either. He's an incredibly romantic man and I'm very, very lucky." Pratt chimed in, "She got me a tractor, so we're kind of even." Faris and Pratt married in 2009 after 2 years of dating and welcomed son Jack in 2012. The actress dazzled at the premiere in a shimmering red ream arca dress, while Pratt's co-star Jennifer Lawrence stunned in a white Dior gown. Lawrence said on the Ellen DeGeneres show in November of seeing Faris and Pratt together, "It's so cute." She added his son is a genius and is nice and hilarious, and they're like in love. They look like a Nicholas Sparks novel. When you see people that are so happy, it just makes you miserable. Passengers co-stars Michael Sheen and Lawrence Fishburne and opens in theaters on December 21st. Jenna Dewan delighted fans by sharing her daughter's Christmas wish list Thursday. The 36-year-old actress revealed that Everly, her 3-year-old daughter with husband Channing Tatum, won several princesses and fairy-related gifts from Santa for Christmas. She captioned a photo on the list on Instagram, "Priceless." Everly's request includes Rapunzel plus Tiana princess dress, Elsa Pez, and glitters for the fairies. She also likes a new swing set, a new rocks and treasures and sea animals, and a purple stop sign. Dewan and Tatum married in 2009 after meeting on the set of 2006 movie Step Up, and welcomed Everly in 2013. Tatum told People in 2015 that having a family has brought a sense of purpose to his life. The actor said, "None of this is easy, but at the same time it's everything I would have ever wanted. Having a family and a little girl, it really makes things super clear." He added, "Jenna and I keep pushing each other to grow and be better. I don't think I could do it any other way." Dewan will help spread holiday cheer this year by partnering with St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital Thanks and Giving campaign. The campaign raises awareness for funds for childhood cancer and other diseases. The Writers Guild of America says it plans to present its Ian McKellen Hunter Award to filmmaker John Waters. The creator of cult classics like Pink Flamingos, Hairspray, Cryberry, and Serial Mom will be honored at the 2017 Writers Guild Awards to be held at New York's Edison Ballroom on February 19th. Louis Black is hosting the ceremony. Waters said in a statement, "Decades ago, a critic once wrote that my screenplays were merely clotheslines to hanging out my dirty wash. I'm glad that the WGAE disagrees, or maybe they do agree. Who knows? Either way, I couldn't be more honored and excited to get this award." David Simmons, the Waters Fellow, Baltimore native, and the writer-producer who will be presenting personally Waters with the award, says the metropolis of Baltimore, Maryland contains multitudes. The story Row House folk of Mencken's heathen's days, the posh Yiddish wit of Barry Levinson's assimilated diner guys, Ann Taylor's Homeric yet idiosyncrasy Roland Park, Laura Lippman's crime narrative of Baltimore women's and their carried secrets, the Wire's adverse economies of the city's poorest and most vulnerable, good, bad, and all points in between. But only John Waters has made being not right, not normal, not ordinary, not expected seem so well. Baltimore. Time and again on film and in prose and eventually on Broadway, he has celebrated the very American notion that there is in fact no normal. That we are all, if we are honest, at least 2 standard deviations from the mean. In Baltimore, it's our freaking birthright. I share my crew with this man. I've shared some cast at points. I've shared some meals and jokes, and the very real benefit of him having been a pioneer for a film community that has punched well beyond its way class. But most of all, like damn near every Baltimorean, I'm so proud that I share a city with this fine storyteller. Pop stars Zayn Malik and Taylor Swift released a new video for the never-before-seen 50 Shades Darker footage. The 23-year-old British singer and 27-year-old American star shared a lyric video Thursday for I Don't Want to Live Forever, featuring Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan in the 50 Shades of Grey sequel. The song will appear on the 50 Shades Darker soundtrack along with the Miguel cover of Beyoncé's Crazy in Love. Malik revealed on the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show this week that Swift's friendship with his girlfriend Gigi Hadid helped facilitate the collaboration. He says, "We're kind of in separate places. When I mentioned the idea to Taylor, I spoke to her on the phone, and she heard the song because Jack Antonoff played it to her. She really liked it, and she went into the studio the next day." The star added, "The really interesting thing was she's actual friends with Gigi, so she already reached out because Jack had just played her the song anyways." 50 Shades Darker released a steamy new trailer with Johnson and Dornan last week. E-News reported in November that the film will be rated R for its strong erotic sexual content, some graphic nudity, and language. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is the number one movie in North America this weekend after earning $155 million in receipts, Box Office Mojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in number 2 is Moana with $11.7 million, followed by Office Christmas Party at number 3 with $8.5 million, Collateral Beauty at number 4 with $7 million, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them at number 5 with $5 million. Rounding up the top tier are Manchester by the Sea at number 6 with $4.2 million, La La Land at number 7 with $4 million, Arrival at number 8 with $2.8 million, Doctor Strange at number 9 with $2 million, and Nocturnal Animals at number 10 with $1.4 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1997, director James Cameron's epic drama Titanic, the story of the real-life luxury ocean liner that struck an iceberg and sank on its maiden voyage in 1912, resulting in the deaths of more than 1,500 passengers and crew, opens in theaters. It will go on to become the highest-grossing movie in history. Titanic catapulted its young stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet to international fame and won 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Music for the song My Heart Will Go On, sung by Celine Dion. The film also immortalized the line "I'm King of the World," which Cameron famously repeated during the Oscar ceremony as he picked up his golden statuette for Best Director. Titanic centers around a love story between Rose, played by Winslet, the reluctant bride-to-be of a rich snob, and Jack, played by DiCaprio, a working-class adventurer and artist. Although Rose and Jack are fictional, the main events and details of the film are largely historically accurate, and some of the characters in Titanic are based on real people, including the American millionaire John Jacob Astor and new money socialite Molly Brown, who was on board on the super ship on the night of April 14th when 1912, when it went down in the frigid waters of North Atlantic. Cameron, who also penned the Titanic screenplay, reportedly spent months researching the story of the luxury liner. In 1995, he hired 2 Russian submersibilists and conducted a series of dives to shoot interiors and exterior footage at the Titanic wrecking site, located off the coast of Nova Scotia. Much of Titanic was shot at studio custom built for Cameron near Rosario Beach in Baja California, Mexico. A 770-foot replica of the Titanic was constructed and held in a 17 million gallon tank. Manufacturers involved in producing and supplying and furnishing for the original Titanic were reportedly consulted during the construction of the replica, which was almost as large as the actual 10-story, 882-foot super ship. Cameron's quest to tell the story accurately was a massive undertaking, and the project reportedly cost over $200 million, making it one of the most expensive in movie history. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, December 19th, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.